Cameroon is in a trigger position on the continent of Africa. And so through our ministry here, our dream is that there's a revival that breaks out of this centrally located nation on the continent and throughout Africa and to the rest of the globe.
That's good.
When the Lord Jesus called me into his kingdom, there was no question in my mind. He wanted me to follow him and to take the gospel to my local community and beyond. And this is the passion of my life. God birthed Hope Outreach International Ministries as a ministry to shine the light of Jesus Christ. But we quickly realized that when we presented the gospel, there were other needs among the people. The local reality demands that we minister to the total man. We teamed up with a group of doctors and nurses, and we now do this about 3-4 times a year, where we go to a local community. We set up a medical clinic during the day. These are people who go for years without seeing a doctor. And so for them, this is huge. Everyone who comes through has an opportunity to meet with a spiritual counselor who prays for them, who encourages them in a relationship with Christ. They have some material devotionals from In Touch that they can read. They get to listen to the messenger, and they receive quality care at no cost to them.
God said the name where he passed all names there.
In the evening, in the same setting, we present the gospel of Jesus Christ, often resulting in new church plants.
Thank you for this light coming from the messengers. And that is how the light of your gospel penetrates every home. And through this place, disciples are raised. So this is a big day in Cameroon for In Touch and for the gospel of Jesus.
And so they are in an environment where the environment is infused with hope, and they get to hear the gospel of Christ, and their needs are met through the grace of God. As an extension of the work we're already doing, the Lord birthed in our heart that we had to be involved in the educational arena. By God's grace, we're currently in construction of the Hope Academy with a view to training lifelong champions for Jesus Christ. We are so thrilled that there are friends of ours from In Touch Ministries in Atlanta, Georgia, who are here helping us to get set for the dedication service here in a few days. The vision is, quite frankly, to bring to birth a generation that will see the face of this nation change. Now, the heart of education is the education of the heart. So what we want to focus on here is an educational program which starts from the heart, not from the head. We want to see character formed and generations brought to the Lord Jesus as a consequence of what happens here. At the Boyer City Hall, every 2 weeks we have the community gather. Fridays are the days when marriages are solemnized. And so the couples that come to get their marriage certificates, they get to hear the gospel message, they receive prayer, and they walk away with copies of In Touch Messenger, be they SD cards or the actual messengers, or different forms of media that allow them to continue in their walk with Christ. So the advance of God's kingdom in Cameroon through the growing number of disciples and the planting of churches in Cameroon is actually happening thanks to the wonderful resources that we distribute as a result of the partners who support In Touch Ministries. Basically, we don't have a complete outreach without In Touch materials. The gospel is going to every single corner of this nation. It will not be happening otherwise. And not only is this material going, but the true unadulterated message of Jesus Christ is entering into homes, and lives are being changed, marriages are being restored and healed and put on the right track, churches are being planted every single weekend as we speak, thanks to the faithful donors who support In Touch Ministries.